mobilization fee, alam ko naririnig niyo na 'tong mobilization fee. So let's resolve it once and for all. Mobilization fee po, ito yung ano, 'pag naniningil tayo sa customer, nagbibill, kinakaltas na nila do'n. Why? Ano ba 'tong mobilization fee? So ito, kamukha ng contract retention, wala siyang income element, so therefore it won't affect your revenue, cost, and GP. Kung ang contract retention kanina sir yung collection yung naapektuhan, ano naapektuhan ng mobilization fee? Receivable. Why? Makikita mo rito, by the way, classified siya as layab. Ano ba yung mobilization fee? O, mag-backtrack tayo ha. Doon sa panahon na na-meet natin yung mag-asawa na nanalo sa loto, tama ba? So nagkasundo tayo na tatayo tayo ng mansyon nila. Now anong sabi natin? "Madam, mag-asawang madam, bagong construction company lang po kasi kami. Wala pa kaming pondo. Medyo may mga kailangan po tayong gastusin initially, eh. Kukuha tayo ng building permit sa barangay, sa munisipyo, health security and health permit para rin sa DOLE para yung mga laborers ma-ensure na yung safety nila. Hihingi rin tayo ng ano, environmental permit sa saan ba dapat, DNR. Kasi mag-iingay, uusok, mapo-pollution ng buong mundo. May mga gagastusin tayo do'n madam, pambili ng mga materyales sa simula to mobilize our project, to mobilize para kumalma kumbaga, kaya mobilization fee tawag diyan. Ma'am baka puwedeng bumali, parang valid dating nito, baka puwede bumali kahit 10,000 lang. O di sige, bibigyan ka ng customer, anong entry? Debit cash 10K, credit advances from customer. The mobilization fees and advances from customer. Utang ito, ha, di ko kayo minumura, utang ito, ha. Okey, naku ha, now ito na. 'Di ginawa mo na, pok, 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 pok kayo, pak, 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 nagawa niyo na yung first floor, okey, nagawa niyo na. Naniningil na kayo ngayon. Sabi mo sa customer, "Customer, mag-asawa, oras na para maningil kami sa inyo ng 100,000. We are billing you now 100K." Ano sabi ng mag-asawa? "Aba, ang lakas naman ng loob niyo manghingi ng 100K. Eh, 'di ba last time bumali na kayo ng 10,000? Bumali na kayo ng 10,000 nung nakaraan, eh, di ito na lang ang i-expect niyo ma-receive sa'min, 90 na lang." Yung progress billing mo 100 pa rin. Pero bakit? Nakakuha mo na kasi yung 10,000 originally, oh. Nabali mo na as cash. Nakuha, oh, yan lang mobilization fee. Nakita mo? Nakita mo ba ano yung mobilization fee? 'Di ba? It affects what? Your receivable. Ideally, your receivable should have been 100, normal na process. 100 sana. Eh, anong sabi ng customer? "Eh, ba't mo pa ako, hihingian ng AR na 100? Eh, nung nagsimula kayo 'di ba bumali ka 10,000 sabi mo pang building permit, housing permit, environmental permit, pampakalma, sabi mo pang-mobilize. O di 90 na lang ang AR niyo sa'min." Maliwanag po. Yan yung mobilization fee, maliwanag. Yan yung entry sa mobilization fee 'pag sinabi ng problem na yung buong amount ibawas sa first billing. Now, let's say for example, the problem mentioned is split siya in 4 billing. So ang gagawin mo, every maniningil, ang ide-debit mong advances parang na-amortize siya by 4 periods, 2.5 lang ang debit mo sa advances. So after the fourth billing, na-utilize na yung buo. Nage-gets ba? So ito kasi yung sinample ko sa'yo, isang buhos binawi yung advances from customer. Pero in the event sabi ng problem, yung advances, kalahati muna sa unang singil, and then yung kalahati, another kalahati sa second na singil. So 5K lang ang ide-debit mong advances, so yung AR 95. Maliwanag po. Okey, maliwanag, mobilization fee, sana clear na 'to, Laging na encounter ng lahat 'to, nalilito pa rin, ano ba itong mobilization fee, So maliwanag po, okey pa? Okey ka pa, So 'yan. So parang hiningi mong pera in advance. Siyempre dahil hiningi mo na siya in advance, part na siya ng billing mo dati, so ikakaltas na lang ni customer. Clear naman 'yun, eh. Humingi ka na ng bali ngayon, so may portion na babawiin na lang namin, okey? Babawiin na lang ni customer. Okey na po, pa-heart kung okey na, that's mobilization fee. Yang 14 minutes na 'yan, akala mo ba may matatapos pa tayo sa 05 diyan, maniwala ka, okey? Okey na po, mobilization fee, and that ends FR04. Maraming salamat, that ends FR04. So, mahaba pa 'to, para naman hindi tayo magka-backlog tayo rin baka tayo magka-backlog bigla. So let's cover 05. Pahinga-hinga ka muna in 1 minute, and then we go with FR05. Tuloy-tuloy na natin. Madali lang 'yang 05, ma-enjoy mo 'yan, ha. So that ends FR04. Kaya mo 'yan, backlog silang 'yan, matapang ka, okey? Nasaan ba ang 05 natin? Trade receivable, retention receivable, basta part siya ng current asset. Ano naman siya, receivable siya, bottom line, okay. So welcome to FAR05, licenses, royalty, franchise, non-refundable upfront fee, and your favorite consignment. Ma-enjoy mo rin 'to, may mga shortcuts din tayo ritong pag-uusapan. So, just to give you an overview, ang pag-uusapan natin would be licenses and royalty, 'yan muna. Then franchise, tatanungin kita diyan kung yumaman ka, anong gusto mong ipa-franchise. Paghandaan tayo ng ipa-franchise, Then pag-uusapan natin non-refundable upfront fee. Dito po sa 1 and 3 saglit lang tayo rito. Sa number 2 tayo actually magtatagal, number 2. Tsaka yung pang-apat, diyan tayo magtatagal, consignment. Okay? So dito tayo magtatambay ng konti. For sure, di na natin yan maabot today. Pero at least may mako-cover tayo. So next meeting, 05 and 06 na. Tapos yung 05 next meeting. Then makapag 06 na tayo, the IFRS 15. So pwede mong picturean if you want. Yan din yung arrangement ng mga topics sa handout mo for FR 05. Kung gusto mo lang naman. So pag-usapan natin agad licenses and royalties. Yan yung pag-usapan natin, ha? Nandito lang ako, ha? Sige. Hingi lang ako ng tubig kay Cheese, no? Okay. Okay, let's talk about licenses and royalty, our first topic for FR 05. Guys, wag kang kukurap. Napakabilis lang nito. And that ends licenses. De joke lang. Grabe, tapos agad. Joke lang, let's talk about licenses. Licensing. Sir, what is licensing? That is the use of intellectual property. Okay, so magandang topic nga 'tong licensing, nga. So by the way, yung legal side ng licensing with respect to patent, copyright, sa RFBT nyo yun, ha. So hindi mo ako maririnig dito magbabanggit ng legal life, di ba? So doon nyo yung pag-uusapan, yung mga first to file, doon yun. Dito sa atin, it's all about the revenue. In a licensing agreement, there are two parties, the licensor and the licensee. At ang focus lang po natin dito, guys, si licensor. Kasi si licensor lang po yung may revenue. Siya yung nagpahiram ng license para kay licensee. Si licensee, siya naman puro gastos. Alam mo sa accounting, ang ganda nga eh. Bakit? Consistent eh. Tingnan mo ha, consignor, consignee, licensor, licensee, franchisor, franchisee, di ba? Vendor, vendee, ano pa, mortgagor, mortgagee, lessor, lessee, vendor, vendee, debtor, o baka debtee, accreditor, di ba? So, ang dali tandaan, yung may-or, 'di ba? Siya yung halos laging may-ari, mahuli kita dun, kala ko DETI sasabihin mo eh. Oh, licensee ay ano naman, siya naman yung nag-avail ng license. Let's say for example guys, i-relate natin 'to sa isang boy group na nagngangalang SB19, 'di ba? Gusto ko sana Bini kaso medyo may iba na muna ngayon, SB19. So si SB19, naalala niyo ba yung issue a long time ago when their song was using Showtime? So sa PFRS 15 kasi under the licensing, ang definition niyan yung use of intellectual property. So ang ginagawa rito is we allow our licensee to borrow our either multimedia, music, literary composition, artworks. At alam mo ba, sa ilalim ng licensing sa PFRS 15 mo, nandun ang franchise. Kumbaga, si licensing, siya ang umbrella ng lahat ng intellectual property, lahat ng rights. So si licensing, siya yung pinakaibabaw. So sa example ko na ito, si SB19 would appear to be the licensor. And then kunyari si Showtime, they are wanting to use the song Gento of SB19 to be played on their show. So the case here is Showtime will have to pay SB19 a fee, 'di ba? Syempre for the use of the intellectual property. Now, kunyari ang binayad ni Showtime kay SB19 is 50,000. Ang tanong, kailan i-recognize ni SB19 as revenue yung 50,000? Ngayon ba pagka-receive ng cash? Pag tinugtog na ba ng Showtime yung kanta nila? Or ikakalat ba nila over the years benefited on? Ano ang gagawin? For the licensing po, we just have to check what type of right was given or granted by SB19 to the licensee Showtime. Anong binigay ba? Right to access ba or right to use? RTA is right to access. Right to access is RTA, hindi po rapid tool po action. Right to use, RTO, di po yan eskwelahan. Right to use, RTO. Ha? So, pag sinabi ng problem na right to access, ikalat mo yung revenue over time. So ibig sabihin kung 5 years gagamitin ng Showtime yung Showtime talaga 5 years gagamitin ng Showtime yung license, you divide the 50K by 5 taon-taon. May revenue si SB19 10K each. Maliwanag po. Pag right to use, isang bagsakan. Once ginamit na ni Showtime yung kanta, i-recognize ng buo ni SB19 yung buong 50,000. Maliwanag po. Maliwanag ba? Maliwanag? Oy, okay pa? Nakukuha? So pag sinabi ng problem, right to access, ikalat mo. Pag right to use, point in time. Eh sir, paano pag hindi sinabi? Paano pag hindi sinabi kung right to access or right to use? Simple lang. Masasabi mo raw na right to access if the seller, SB19, will undertake ongoing activities during the license period that would benefit the customer receive. So halimbawa po, ibig sabihin lang nito yung sa CCN, the customer consumes the benefit while the licensor is still enhancing the asset. So in connection with the CCN, you recognize the revenue over time. Maliwanag? Ano halimbawa ng ongoing activities that would benefit Showtime? So halimbawa sa SB19, lalagyan nila ng lyric version, acoustic version ng Gento, lalagyan nila ng Chinese, Taiwanese, English, British, Korean, 'di ba? Lalagyan nila ng Bisaya, Ilonggo, 'di ba? Pag naging Batanggenyo, yung Gento ganire. Ano pa? Lalagyan nila ng backmass music, papatras nila yung lyrics, lalagyan nila ng rap sa gitna, i-improve nila yung kanta. That would benefit Showtime. Imaginein mo 'yon. So ano daw? Grabe naman yung ng OA. So those examples I have mentioned will benefit Showtime. O dahil nagbe-benefit si customer, si Showtime, while SB19 is still improving the asset, we can recognize revenue overtime. Now, paano naman pagka point in time? Pag wala ng activity, si SB19. Kumbaga, pagkapahiram ni SB19 ng kantang Gento, anong sabi niya? Bahala na kayo sa buhay niyo. Gento na tayo eh. Nakakuha na namin ang kinita namin. Bahala na kayo. Hindi na namin i-improve yan. Hindi namin lalagyan ng music video. Walang acoustic version yan. Walang bossa nova version. Walang Batanggenyo version. Wala. Antayin. Yan na yun. Antayin na lang namin kayo matapos gamitin. So pagka ganun, point in time. That's it for licensing. Ikalat mo lang revenue pagka may right to access, pag right to use isang bagsakan. Yung nasa baba, yan din yung nasa taas. Kasi ito kasing nasa baba, yan yung mismong nasa standard and nasa handout mo. So what I did sa taas, in-illustrate ko para mas madali tandaan. So that's it for licensing. Di ba? Ayos ay, saglit lang yun. Yung lang tatanda mo dyan eh. Okay? Okay pa. Eh now, paano pag picture mo na ha. Now sir, paano pag halimbawa, after 5 years nung contract with the Showtime, Showtime decided to extend the contract kasi parang na-feel nila tumaas ang ratings nila whenever they play the song. So pwede naman mag-extend. Let's say for example, they extended for another 3 years. Another 3 years was what we call renewal or extension of the license. Now with respect to the renewal, ang mangyayari lang naman dito is just evaluate the renewal kung bagong kontrata ba to ni SB19 or Showtime or modification lang ng original, parang extension lang. Yung difference ng new contract tsaka or modification, we will cover that in detail pag nasa 06 na tayo. Ang importante lang muna for the intellectual property license, you just have to assess whether it is a new contract or modification of existing contract. Maliwanag po? Ay, maliwanag? Maliwanag ba? Now, ito na nangyari, Anton Chika. Si SB19 daw, ganito nangyari. Nang nalaman nilang kumita ang Showtime, dumami ang endorsement, kinausap nilang management. Anong sabi nila? Sabi nung isang leader ng SB19, alam nyo, Showtime, di naman tataas sa ratings nyo eh, kundi dahil sa amin. Kasi bago na team song nyo, hindi na hindi na eh. Ano na eh, yung kanta na namin Gento eh. So, dahil sa amin, dumami endorsers nyo, dumami fans, magkano kinita nyo? Pasilip naman kami. Hindi naman kami mga ganid, di kami mga gahaman, pero baka pwede pakurot kami ng konting amount dyan sa kinita nyo. We call that the sales-based or usage-based royalty. The logic or rationale behind is if not for that license, you will not earn anyway. Kaya marapat lang din na mag-demand yung pinagpahiram sa'yo na, oy, pahinging pera. Kasi kung di naman dahil sa amin, di ka naman kikita eh. Kamukha ng Jollibee. Kung pinahiram ka ng franchise ng Jollibee, karapatan ng Jollibee manghingi sa'yo ng sales-based royalty. Kasi if not for Jollibee, hindi ka naman kikita eh. Kahit pa sabihin mo na masarap ang luto mo, it's all about the name of Jollibee. 'Di ba? Kahit ipaglaban mo 'yan, sasabihin sa'yo ng Jollibee, bakit? Ano ang gusto mong ipangalan diyan kung hindi Jollibee? Jollycod, Jollibag, 'di ba? It's all because of Jollibee kaya maraming bumibili sa'yo, 'di ba? Hindi naman dahil sa luto mo, kasi pare-pareho lang naman luto natin. Maliwanag? So revenue rin po 'yan 'no ha. Revenue rin ni licensor in case may mabigay sa kanya na sales-based or usage-based royalty. Maliwanag po? Okay pa? Sana okay ka pa ha. So that's it for licensing. Pwede mo nang picturean. Then let's try to answer the problems. Again, similar to what we have agreed upon, any items na may explanation and solution na are not for solving anymore except pag bago siya sa pandinig mo. Like the item number 1, sagutan na natin. Napicturean na? Ala sir, humirit pa pala. May mararating pa tayo rito para naman mabawasan din ang backlog natin at the same time. Okay? Kasi at the end of the day, babawiin din natin to sa mga later sessions. Okay na? Let's answer item number 1. Tignan nga natin kung masasagot mo to without looking sa solution ng handout. Which of the following daw is not true? Diyan kayo nadadali minsan eh. Ang tanong, which of the following is not false? Which of the following is not false? Ano daw? Di ba? Doble-doble negative. Mag-iisip ka patuloy kung anong pinahanap, true ba or false, di ba? So which of the following is not true? So ang hanap natin dito yung mali na statement. Let's try letter A. Is that correct or wrong? License fees are recognized over time for any license that is viewed as providing right of access. Di ba yan yung binanggit natin? Pag right of access, ikalat mo over time. So tama ang statement na yan. Letter B, licensing fees are recognized as revenue over time for which the seller expects its ongoing activities to affect the benefits that the buyer receives from intellectual property. Ano nga yung right na binibigay pag makaka-affect sa benefits? Di ba right to access on which ang recognition ay over time? So tama rin ang letter B. Letter C, license fees are recognized at point in time if the buyer expects that the seller activities will not affect the benefits. Ano nga yung wala ng activity or will not affect the benefits? Right to use. At ano nga yon? Point in time. Di tama rin ang letter C. Letter D, license fees always or false. May always. De joke lang. Basahin natin ha. Buuin natin. License fees always are recognized. Mali nga. Hindi naman always at the end of the license period. So number 1 is delta because it must still be based on the right given. Maliwanag po. Okay? O number 2, Jennifer Enterprises licensed customer relationship software to Jenny Company. In addition to providing software itself, Jennifer Enterprises promise to provide consulting services by extensively customizing the software to Jenny's information technology environment. Ilan na naman ang performance obligation. So, ang inavail, yung license for for the software plus the consulting services. Tama ba? Can you avail the license without the consultation? Eh anong sabi? The consultation will be used to customize the software. So if not for that consulting, the license will not be functionable at all. Maliwanag? So they go together, kumbaga. Diba? You have to avail the licensing and at the same time the consulting. On the other side, can you avail of the consulting only? Walang license, ano ipako-consult mo? Puso mo, 'di ba? So dapat yung software mismo. So dapat they go together. Maliwanag po. So agree ba for item 2, one performance obligation, ha? So number 2 is one performance obligation. Item 3, DJ Computer licenses customer. Bakit puro DJ? Okay. Computers relationship software to Jaja Company. In addition to providing the software itself, DJ Computer promises to provide consulting services by extensively customizing the software. Halos pareho ng number 2. Ano ba? Ano ba? DJ Computer is providing a significant service by integrating the goods and services into one combined. Diyos ko, kulang na lang talaga isampal sa atin na ano, no? Ilang PO? Isa. One item and then integral. Ano sabi ko nga sa inyo? Pag integral, dependent. Meaning, they go together. Pag nakita niyo yung word na integral, ha, they go together. Maliwanag po? So that's item number 3. Okay ka pa? Oy, okay ka pa? So that's item number 3. Item number 4 and 5. Nakikita mo ba ang item 4 and 5? Wala pong item 4 and 5. Malas sa pong soy. Let's go with item 6 to 8. Ay, picturean mo muna to, ha? Item 6 to 8 tayo. Item 6 to 8 will only be the problem we will be solving for the licensing, and para sa iyo naman yung 9 onwards, no? Ang laki ng explanation, no? It covers the entire page. Ang assumption after answering item 6 to 8, kaya mo na yung 9 onwards, ha? So dito tayo sa number 6 to 8. Okay ka pa? Parang napapawaw-react ka. Okay? Resa Associate sells 2 licenses. Gutom na po. Okay, tapusin na natin to, ha. Sells 2 licenses to a share company. Unang lisensya for 100,000 po mga kaibigan. Provides a share with a copy of proprietary investment management software. So software license. Ano daw? On which RESA does not anticipate updating. So palagay ko alam mo na what right is given. Tama? Tama ba? And which a share can use permanently. Bahala ka na raw sa buhay mo. Sige, gamitin mo, but we won't update that anymore. And pangalawang right, pangalawang license for 90K to provide a 3-year right to market Acer's financial advisory services and advertise it on an ongoing basis. Unahin natin number 6, yung software license na 100K. Anong right ang meron dyan? Dahil wala na raw updating na gagawin and in fact, it can be used permanently. Agree ba for number 6? Yan yung tinatawag mong right of use or right to use. Therefore, the recognition is point in time. Eh yung license to advertise, the RESA Associates name. Anong sabi? That's good for 3 years and will be done on an ongoing basis. Imagine guys, if someone will advertise you on an ongoing basis, that will benefit you directly. Kasi syempre, dadami market mo kasi ina-advertise ka on an ongoing basis. So that would benefit you. Kaya naman for the number 7, anong right naman ang given for the license to use the name RESA Associate? That's number 7, Bravo, right to access. Last item, number 8. Magkano revenue? For the 100K, that's point in time, kaya lahat yan revenue. Pero para sa overtime, okay, 90K ang ating transaction price, good for how many years? Sabi? 3 years. So ikakalat mo for 3 years yung revenue. Maliwanag? Ay, maliwanag ba? Okay ka pa ha? Okay ka pa ha? Now, final reminder lang po mga kaibigan na the license did not occur on January 1. When did it occur? September 1. So may over 12 ka pa. Yun lang. And then compute the total revenue. Ano ang over 12 mo? September to December, tama ba? 4 over 12? Magkano please? Revenue, tapusin mo yung parenthesis, then isunod mo yung 100K ng point in time. Magkano to? 110,000, tama ba? 110,000. And that's it for item number 8, Delta, and that's it for licensing. Okay ka pa ha? So that's it for licensing. Item 6 to 8. Pwede mo lang picturean and pa-heart react kung okay na. And with that ends licensing. Our next topic is franchise. Kaso gutom ka na. Kaya let's continue that next meeting. Heads up lang, next meeting magbaon ng tanghalian. Medyo magi-stretch tayo next meeting ha. We will cover 05 and of course 06. Pero mabilis na lang tong mga to. Sa kapraso na lang. So heads up lang, medyo magi-stretch tayo ng konti for week 6 since the pre-board is upcoming. We only have 3 weeks after ng week 3 weeks na ba? And 4, 'di ba? So week 9 naman, di mo naman ako mamimit ng week 9, 'di ba? Week 10 tayo babalik. So sulitin na natin na ito na ang huli. Okay? So yun lang. We will continue on franchise week 6. And then non-refundable upfront fee, maiksi lang yan, theory lang yan. and then consignment, then we go with the IFRS 15. Excuse me. So yun lang, maraming salamat sa pag-stay. Sana ay marami kayong natutunan for today. Sorry for extending for 7 minutes, pero heads up, next week mga mapapalaban tayo for another extension. So magbaon ng maraming pagkain, maraming pasensya at maraming tiis. Wow, ano daw. So yun lang, maraming salamat. Sana marami kayong natutunan for today. Just message me anytime pag may tanong. Yun lang, happy lunch po sa inyo lahat. Sana nababa mo ang rice cooker mo. Yun lang. And again, final reminder po sa inyo lahat, just focus on practicing and studying for your board exam. Do not mind anything that's beyond your control. Anything that's happening on your environment, wag mo intindihan ang focus mo ang iyong sarili, ha? Yun lang. Maraming salamat and happy lunch po sa inyo lahat. Hanggang susunod na kabanata mga bata. Bye guys. Yo, break it down.